Hello my lovely butterflies. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an affordable kind of slash drugstore makeup look. So I'm going to get started. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So I'm going to use this. No, I'm lying. Before that, I always forget my moisturizer for some reason. It's so annoying, but I'm using the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion with SPF 30. So I'm going to use this because we all know we need to protect our skin, and especially when the sun is out longer. And I'm just going to put this on. I'm getting laser hair removal on my face, so every time I see my technician, she highly encourages me to take care of my skin from any sunburn because it can have like adverse reactions. So I have to be extra careful with my skin right now in the summertime. So I'm gonna use the Baby Skin primer basically. And I think I got that at CVS, but you know, Walgreens or whatever, I've seen they carry it. When I first tried this, I didn't really like it. But now that I've been using it more, I realized that I wasn't using it right. I was putting on too much, and it's really silicone-y, so a little goes along. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I love this stuff. I am always on the hunt for like the latest foundation and how it's gonna make my skin look flawless. I use high-end foundations, I use other drugstore foundations, and this is the only one that I feel that it's awesome. So it's demi matte and not too drying, but at the same time it gives you a subtle glow. I know they have now the Pro Glow. I'll probably use that in the winter. So now I use two colors, 103 and 102, and I mix them because they don't, the only thing is that they don't have so many shades available, so it can be a little challenging trying to find your own shade. But the good thing with CVS, you can stack up those coupons, manufacturer coupons, and you can even use the CVS rewards. So, and sometimes they even have their own coupons. Stack those up, you can get this for really cheap. So I'm just gonna dab my foundation, and to buff it in, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush. I like to go all the way down on my chin, my neck. I feel like this foundation is perfect for summertime because you don't need a whole lot to get good coverage, but at the same time it doesn't like slip off your face when you're sweating. I love it. Okay, so next up I'm going to use the Maybelline New York concealer in Fair. This is going to be for highlighting and concealing, whatever. Same difference I feel sometimes. So many products out there, you're like, what is for what? Do I need that? Okay. And to make it easier on myself, because I need to do my makeup fast sometimes. I'm going to doctor's appointment and rushing to, you know, supermarket, grocery store, whatever, and I want to get stuff done right away. I don't have massive amounts of time to be spending on my makeup application, but I want to look put together and pretty. Who doesn't? Okay, so then I'm gonna apply for contouring and highlighting, for setting this, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. And I'm gonna use the lighter side for the highlighting to set it. These brushes are also affordable brushes. This is a brand called Stilazzi, and I found them at IMATS. I had never heard of them before. That's why I like going to the trade shows, because there's like new and upcoming brands that go there to promote their makeup and their new lines. So it's a great way to get, you know, really affordable brushes and stuff. So I like it. And I usually do my makeup really fast, or as fast as possible. I don't have, again, the time to just sit there and, you know, take an hour or two on just my makeup. I need to go, go, go. So for contouring, I'm gonna use the other side of the same palette, but I'm gonna use one of my Sonia Kashuk brushes from one of like the old collections, you know. She usually launches collections like spring, fall. So I like usually their fall collection. I'm sorry, their spring collections, because it's so pretty and fun and girly. Okay, so that's done. That's usually about as much as I do anyways. So for blush, I'm using the Milani Romantic Rose. And for blush, I like to layer different blushes just for a more dimensional look, kind of like a custom color at the same time. So I'm gonna take another Real Techniques brush. And then I'm going to use the Milani Coral Cove. I love Milani products. I just feel like they're super pigmented and affordable. Okay. Then for a little highlight, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette. Let me show this again, so I don't know if it focused. Okay, so I like to kind of combine all the colors. I know people like to just grab from one. I like to combine them. I don't know. I'm using it right, but I don't care. I'm gonna use a fan brush now for highlighting the bridge. My Cupid's bow. I feel like this palette is amazing. It's super pigmented. I've heard it's a dupe for the for a lot of the Becca highlighters, so it's definitely a good investment if you're on a budget. That highlight though, everybody loves that highlight. Okay, so for eyes, I'm gonna keep it super simple, and I'm gonna apply my NYX eyeshadow base in white. So It's this little pot right here. I've had this forever. And I'm gonna put this on my lids because in the summertime, we all know that we sweat. And I'm just gonna use my good old tools, my fingers. But before I even go ahead and apply my eyeshadow, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. And this is the Ardell pencil that kind of mimics the Anastasia pencil, that new one. I forget what the name is. Not the Brow Wiz, but the other one, whatever. The only thing I don't like about the Ardell, I feel like it crumbles a lot. It's not as soft, tends to dry out, but for the price, it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna lightly fill in my eyebrows. In the summer, I don't really go crazy trying to fill them in too much. Just to define the shape a little more. And that's it. The spoolie is great on these because it helps you diffuse that product more evenly and it gives a more natural look. I extend my eyebrows to the corner of my eye. That's how I know where to stop. And I start them at the center of my nose like this. Like I said, I'm not too careful about being precise or perfect or super defined and shaped. And it doesn't even bother me when they're not too even. It looks more natural to me that way because we naturally don't have perfect eyebrows. The next thing I'm going to use to highlight the bottom of my eyebrows is the NYX Blender pencil. I love this stuff. I use this for my waterline. I use this for highlighting underneath my eyebrows. You can use this to spot conceal. They have, I think, 3 colors if I'm not mistaken. And it blends so well. So I like to use this a lot. And it's so easy. You don't even need a brush. I'm going to take my finger, my handy dandy finger, and just blend it out. Now I'm going to take it in my waterline. Just to open up my eye because my eyes are very chinky and tiny. So I like that makes them look a little bit bigger than what they are. Okay. So I'm going to go on. This is a Milani gel powder eyeshadow from Dollar Tree, guys. And this color is called Bella Cobalt. I love this. It's in the satin matte. And I remember getting several colors. I think I have a pink and then the purple shades that they had. But I use my fingers for these. I feel like it applies better with the fingers. I've tried using brushes and I just don't really feel like it picks up on that pigment as much as the finger does. Sorry that the lighting keeps going in and out. It's just clouds moving in and out and I'm trying to use natural lighting. Gosh, it's so hot today. Okay, I'm going to use this fluffy Sonia Kashuk brush to sort of blend out those edges. I have hooded eyelids, so I like bright colors on my lid so that you can actually see it. because when you have hooded eyelids, you'll put on an eyeshadow or an eyeliner and, you know, like, you're not even able to tell sometimes. So I like to resort to using bright shadows. So I just keep adding more or less till I get the desired look I want. And then for a little dimension, I'm going to use this single eyeshadow by NYX. It's called Flustered. And it's almost like a little bit iridescent, like an iridescent burgundy, winey color. I'm just going to use it sort of like in my crease and not really. Just for some extra dimension. Do the same here, and I use the same brushes all the time. I don't feel the need to have 50,000 brushes, even though I do, because when I first started watching YouTube videos, I felt like I needed everything, and then I realized you don't really need that many products or tools, because one tool can serve many purposes. So had to learn the hard way. I'm going to use the same NYX color for my bottom lashes. I can find a brush. And these are all affordable brushes, like I said. I'm not too hung up on brands or anything. I just buy what I like. Target has a large selection of brushes, e.l.f. brushes, Sonia Kashuk, and I feel they all do the same job. Okay, so then I like to do sort of like a tone on tone blue color. That's like my go-to look. So I have two eyeliners here. This one's from Kiko Makeup, affordable makeup, very affordable. And this is from Revlon Color Stay. And this was on sale at Target for $2. So, okay, so I'm gonna apply one and then I'm gonna apply the other one on top. So I'm gonna use the one with the thicker brush first. Give myself a little wing. And by little, I mean gigantic if you end up messing up. You all know what I'm talking about. You just keep going and adding and adding and adding, and all of a sudden you have like this huge wing that you didn't intend for. With the wing, it's definitely trial and error and knowing your eye shape, because I felt like every time I watched a YouTube video, you know, not everyone has hooded eyelids, so it's not the same technique for everyone. And it's also about a matter of what you're comfortable with as far as the tips. Some people can feel more comfortable with the felt tips. Some people feel more comfortable with an actual pencil. Other people feel just fine with the brushes. Now, I can't do brushes for shit. Like, it always comes out fucked up. That's the truth. Pardon my French. But when I do felt tips, like the ones from Sephora, they're so sturdy. I mean, I just feel like I'm pro at it. Like, I can do the kick-ass wing. So it's all about trial and error and seeing what you feel more comfortable with. I don't feel like there's one technique that can suit everyone. Now I'm applying the other one. And this one I'm just gonna keep more concentrated at the lash line. I think I'm gonna add this Wet n Wild eyeliner. No, I'm sorry. This is an NYC eyeliner in the color In the Navy, it's called. So I'm gonna use this on my bottom lash line a little bit too. And to keep my eyes from closing in all the way, I usually just leave it to where my iris is. That helps your eyes look bigger as well. Oopsie. Okay. Oh, for my eyebrows, I forgot to add the gel mascara. So I used the Make Me Brow by Essence. I got this in Target. I heard it's a dupe for the Gimme Brow. This just helps set your eyebrows in place. I always recommend that you brush them in an upward motion. It's gonna help instantly lift your face and your eyes. I mean, if you don't have time for anything else in your routine, just brushing your eyebrows will make a drastic difference. Okay, whatevs, that'll do. And then I'm gonna use my NYX HD Studio Powder. This is very powdery, so just be very careful when you apply this. Butterflies, I am so sorry that my camera stopped recording. I was doing this from my phone and for some reason it only records up to like half an hour and then it stops and I didn't realize it. So again, I'm sorry that it didn't record all the way through. I'll be more careful, but please be patient as I'm still learning the whole recording and uploading stuff, and it's a little hectic. It's not easy by far. So this is my final look, and it's all affordable makeup. Most of the stuff I use I found at Dollar Tree. I think as long as you invest in a good foundation, which you can always find in a drugstore, you're good. I mean, that's your base, and you know, and then everything else you can find beautiful blushes, pigmented eyeshadows in the drugstore as well. They're pretty high up there with high end. So this is my look. I just wanted to show you guys how the look ended up, and I think it looks really nice. I used this e.l.f. Pout Perfector in the color Glow that I got from Dollar Tree, and I didn't like it, so I switched it up to this NYX Soft Matte Lip Color in Sydney, and this is what I have on. And a little mascara. This is the Fergie Wet n Wild, but I ended up really liking the look. This is one of my favorite looks for the summer. I hope you guys like it. And remember, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all your support, and please be patient with me as I'm still learning in this YouTube world. But thank you so much, and remember, fly free butterflies. Bye.